What's up, everyone? I'm back. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a bit. I know that I haven't posted anything up. I know that, I've kind of been going through trucks probably a bit more than I like, but here's the good news is I've got an update video on the 5th gen, which I still have, the 2024 Mega Cab, and I wanted to show you guys something that I was able to pick up today. Literally just drove it home basically for the first time. Wanted to come make this video because, as you guys and gals well know, as soon as I get this thing to my house, I'm gonna start taking stuff off of it. I don't care if it's raining, sun, sleet, snow, I don't care. I'm taking stuff off. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Grandpa truck number 5. Little backstory to this one. It is a one owner, has a clean Carfax, clean history, tons of service records. The gentleman that I got this truck from, gave me the full rundown on it, everything that he's done to it. You can tell he was kind of bummed when he got rid of it, but he got into something a little bit newer, something that has a few more bells and whistles to it and a little bit more tech. So I figured, hey, you know what better time to get into another project truck? And this one checks off the boxes, and I'm gonna do things a little differently on this than I've done in the past. Typically, I've lifted the trucks or I've leveled them and I put 37s on them and 20s or whatever it may be. Even some of my newer trucks, 6-inch lifts or 4-inch or whatever. I'm gonna do something different with this truck that I haven't done, and I wanna show you guys and gals how it sits right now, so that way as I make progress on this thing and video it, you can see something different, right? Something different than I've done. So without further ado, I present to you, I know, right? Another silver 3rd gen Dodge. It's an early 2007. It's the bright metallic silver. And as you can tell, this thing has seen better days. Now, obviously I wasn't looking for a new truck. I'm not looking for a new truck, but right out of the gate, you can tell it's got an aftermarket grill on it. Not a huge fan. So that will be going away. It does have, looks like some kind of, not really sure, factory headlight, I'm not sure. But those will be going away. And probably something that makes me cringe when I see them on 3rd gens, because I know most of the time that underneath them, there's something hiding that I'm not gonna be a huge fan of, and that would be this. Fender flares. And it's got them on all 4 corners. Back in the back, driver's side, got these old man running boards. I'll definitely be getting rid of those. These will be coming off ASAP. The vent visors, or I should say what's left of them, those will be coming off, and I'm gonna go to work on this thing, and it's gonna be pretty fun. Now, here's the cool thing. It's all stock, right? I think it's got some kind of leveling kit on it, something in there. I haven't really been able to make it out. I think it's like maybe a 2-inch spacer or something. That'll be coming out. I'll be reverse leveling it in the rear, so moving some of the blocks underneath the leaf spring, between the leaf spring and the axle. Those will be getting swapped around, so not gonna go all crazy with the reverse level on it, but I just wanted to sit a little bit lower in the back and just have a nice clean level stance to it. Here's the cool thing. This is something some of you guys and gals may dig. So the truck is stock for the most part, right? It's got this painted and matched topper that doesn't exactly lock or work. It's got the inexpensive leveling kit, some nice BFGs on the stock 17 Alcoas, but here's where it gets pretty fun. Right here, this. Yes, it's a 6-speed. I am super excited to put together a 6-speed. The 2nd gen that I had, that I know I took a couple videos of and ended up selling before I was able to finish it, that was a 5-speed. I'm super pumped to have this truck. I'm super pumped to have a 6-speed. And I'm only getting started with this thing. So without further ado, let's go over a little bit more of the truck. Okay, so obviously, like most 3rd gens, the seat needs a little bit of TLC. I will be redoing the seats in leather. I'll be adding heated seats to it. I just want something that's just comfortable, that I can go bomb around in, that's got a couple extra ponies under the hood, which I'll be getting to in a minute. The truck is pretty clean itself. There's no rust on it that I've seen. I haven't really dove into the fender flares yet, so that'll be literally in probably 20 minutes when I get home. I'll be taking those off. But other than that, the truck is pretty clean. Everything works. Oh, now let me show you. Yeah, this is must be a 3rd gen thing. but I've already got a new one sitting in the front passenger seat. But everything works in the back doors, the windows, speakers, power locks. Out back, obviously it's just a quad cab. The cool thing with this setup is it does have the 60/40 split seat. Got the little fold out tray down below, which is kind of cool. Got some nice little weather mats in there. So I will be going to town on this truck. Now, I know this may not be the best introduction video. I wanted to get this stuff done before I got home because, like I said, I'm gonna start taking stuff off this truck as soon as I get home. I do know under the hood that he did end up putting a, I guess the manifold had cracked. So he ended up putting a BD Screamer turbo on here with one of their 2-piece manifolds, which is kind of nice. So I don't know if you guys can really see it. I'll get you some better views of it, but 2-piece BD manifold, BD Screamer turbo, stock intake, stock everything else. So I will be spending a bit more time underneath the hood of this thing than I have in the last few trucks that I've gotten. My goal for this thing is simple. I want to build a clean street truck, 600 horse, right? I'm not looking for a drag truck. I'm not looking to go and street race everyone and their brothers and sisters and anything. I just want a clean truck, and that's what I'm gonna do with this thing. So I'll be sourcing some parts from a few different places, keeping it kind of simple wheels and tires wise, nothing crazy, maybe some 22x12s and 33s. Not really set on that yet, but the big thing is the body's in good shape. It does have a couple little dents on it, which I'll get taken out. They're all PDR for the most part, from what I can tell. I mean, I don't know if you guys can really see them. There's a couple little dents back in here in the bedside. Again, they're not bad, right? It's got this topper. This doesn't work. I mean, it opens, but that's about where that ends. So that'll be coming off, as you can tell. Kind of, I mean, it is a slick looking setup, but it doesn't work, so it doesn't really serve a purpose for me. I don't feel like spending the extra money on the lock and the shock and the latching system and all that kind of stuff. So it's going away, but it's stock, right? Like, yeah, it's got some cool little aftermarket stuff on it that'll be taken off, but for the most part, this thing is stock. So I'm gonna get this thing home. I'm gonna get these fender flares off, and yeah, this is pretty slick. And I gotta tell you, I haven't been this excited for a truck in a hot minute. And you know, one of the best parts of this thing is I got 2 keys, 2 original keys for this truck. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera around. I'm trying to figure out how to do this and start it up, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it from in here, but I'm gonna tell you, this BD Screamer turbo thing that's on here is phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of it. It sounds great. And honestly, if I was gonna leave this thing more stock than not, I probably would leave the turbo on here and the manifold, because hey, it's already on there. They're both less than a year old. The truck has pretty good get up to it for a stock 6-speed 3rd gen. So I want more, and I'm gonna get more, and it's gonna have more. So with that being said, I'm back. I'm gonna video this truck. I'm gonna do a bunch of fun stuff to it. You know, I will do the best I can to try to get everything on video that I can. I'll be going through painting the frame, reverse leveling it, paint matching the truck, stripping out the interior and cleaning everything up. I mean, door panels off, seats out. I might even just yank the carpet out and just start from the ground up. I mean, literally. So, but I will get as much on video as I can, and I appreciate those of you that have stuck with me. But I'm back, and next up will probably be a little bit more in-depth walk around on the truck after I get a lot of this stuff off the truck. And then I do have a video on the 5th gen of how it sits now with everything that I've done to it. As it's pretty much done as far as the daily driver goes. That truck is pretty much hits on all levels for me. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So again, thank you. I'm gonna get home and get to work on this. And you remember I was telling you that I have the switches already, I ordered them. Like, I didn't even have the truck yet. I just like, you know what, I'm gonna order these. Let me show you if I can get this box open. Well, anyway, in this box are the new switches for the driver's side door and the passenger side door. I would have thrown them on already, but if you know me, I'm gonna clean up every little inch around there where the switch sits in, so that way when I get the doors on off, the panels off, and I get them cleaned up, it's one less thing that I have to do. So I'm gonna get home and get those swapped out, get the fender flares taken off. And we'll make another video this weekend. I'm gonna post it up as soon as probably not too long after I post this one up. So if you have any questions or concerns, if you have any comments, leave them down below. I mean, I have a pretty good idea as far as what I'd like to do power-wise. Nothing too crazy. Turbo, second gen swap, you know, 4-inch turbo back, 10 mil pump, maybe 100% over injectors, 68 millimeter turbo. I know it's a lot, I get it, but I'm gonna do it and it's gonna be awesome. Unless someone makes me some crazy offer on this thing, this is gonna be a fun little truck. So stay tuned.